Hi guys, Tuesday, don't know, 22nd, 23rd. Decided we'll have a look around today, see how things are going. As expected, plants are growing rampant. They're really taking off in this warmer weather. Now, I've got the majority of stuff out my polytunnel, so I get me tomatoes down, as you'll see in a bit. And really, I'm doing bits and pieces of everything. It's been a long day, I'm knackered, and this is my time to unwind. So, let's get on with the tour. Well, as you can see, I've had a bit of a clean out. My tomatoes are in the pots. I've not put the halos on. Well, they'll be going on some of them, but the ones you can see back half the polytunnel, if you look carefully, I've got a bean growing in each one of them pots. A long green asparagus bean. That's how they go this year. I've got all the guides to put up yet. We'll see what happens. Don't look at the mess. I managed to find the grapevine that survived the winter. It was in a pot. And I've now got to find somewhere for my grow houses. I've started putting plants in the borders. Wife's not very happy. I took wallflowers out full of seed heads because she saw a flower on. Whoa, they're still flowering. No. Time to come out, some of them going in. While we're here, when I was a lot younger, this compost was the bee's knees. Now I'm afraid it's no different to any other. It does the job for filling hanging baskets and whatnot, but it's really too light. It needs, as I've found out, I've been experimenting with cocoa coir. Ideal for hanging on to a bit of water, and unfortunately this needs it. Never mind, it'll all be put to good use. Well, I've got a few peppers potted up. I'll be making them the final pots. Well, we'll see how they grow. I've never grown these before. Pepper variety Thor, sweet pepper. I've also got a variety called New Ace, which I grew last year and it really produced. But I've also got a hot pepper called Razzmatazz. I don't want the peppers. I grow for the show, for an ornament. Last of my cabbages. I forget what it's called now. I'll put a note up. I thought I'd bang a few dwarf beans in for good measure. These ones are Faraday. They were a bit slow at first, but they're coming away nicely now. Right, as you saw in the last video, parsnips and carrots in his bed. Forget the name of the parsnip, but the carrot's my favourite, sweet candle. Now the parsnip, I always wanted to know if they're going to grow best in the bed or best in a pot. At the moment they're growing brilliant in the pot, but one thing I have to remember is these were sown and planted before I got my deep beds. So yeah, they're going to be slightly ahead. Now, apple tree going delicious. spruce are starting to form. This is the tree I got off Woody a couple of years ago. More fruit forming. I'm a happy chappy. Carrots in a bucket. Once again, sweet candle. Obviously ahead of what's in the deep bed because they were planted before the deep beds arrived. So I'm happy with that. And this year, tares have grown very well. Shallots. I think we'll find something for the pot this year. Do you recognise these? Yes, Jerusalem artichokes. Terry sent me some last year, Terry King, and I went down a treat. This year, instead of one bulb in a pot, I'm putting 3 to a 35 litre tub, and I've got 3 tubs of them. We'll definitely have some this year again. And alongside them, more potatoes, the Mearleys, Aaron Pilot. Probably ready for picking now actually. We'll give them another couple of weeks. And then we'll have a reveal. I feel confident this year to a bit of a harvest. And I'm taking a chance where I'm aiming here because the sun's in my eyes. Broad beans in full flower. And these are the Sutton. Probably would have been more suited to the bucket. But and then alongside I've got spring onions, Ishikura. The beetroot's doing well. It's just actually since the heat it's just starting to really fly away now. I had a few spring onions left so I dotted them between. I'm not wasting them. Maximise what you can put in. And then I don't know if these can be seen. Yeah. Turnip. Tokyo cross. I don't know if you can see that. Starting to bulb up. A few weeks I'll be eating them. They're grown very well. Right at the start of the first brassica bed of 2. This front row, believe it or not, that's called Rabi. It's a variety I grew it years back, but I forgot how vigorous it grows. It's a variety called Super Smelts, and it can grow virtually the size of a football without getting woody. Not that I'm going to let them grow that big, but if I'd known how to put them at the back. There's really about 4 in the front row, and they fill the bed virtually. Behind them I've got 2 cauliflowers. I believe they're Orkney. At the back I've got 3 Calabrese Ironman. No, Marathon. Let's see what happens. Now for the second brassica bed, the front row, cabbage mini cole. I'm happy the way they're growing. Middle row is a cabbage. It's a Savoy cabbage called Perfection. And at the back, oh, can't see that. No, I believe it's my sprouts. Yeah. I forget what variety. But just to get a bit extra out of the bed, I put a bit of lettuce, little gem. They're big enough for me actually. Forget about the pot in the back, because you see the background. I'm managing to get down there now, bit by bit. As I get down, it dries out. I can get a bit further. I did have a cabbage left called mini cole. I wasn't wasting it. I mean, there's only so much I can grow on the beds, but I'm not wasting them. I'll still resort to pots when I need to. And because of my lack of space, obviously I can't grow leeks in the beds, but I've got some ready when the early potatoes come out, and they can take place in the pots. And the broad bean Bunyard's exhibition. The only reason that's in the pot is because we started before my beds. I acquired beds and dwarf something's in the beds. But it's flowering well. I expect, well, there's only me eats them, so there'll be more than enough. The tides look a bit of a mess for now, but I still want to grow a few onions, so I've got them in pots. And near the exhibition. Not that I expect massive onions, but decent ones for the kitchen. Well, been busy, still plenty to do. Largely I've been concentrating on the veg, but I've been starting to put a few flowers out. Try to clear the polytunnel a bit. And we're getting there, slow but surely. Start with the hanging basket. Not there's much to see there yet. Now, have I had any problems? Well, I was laid up for a week. No, I wasn't ill. I had a puncture in my chair. And the amount of people, if you haven't bought the chair from them, or you don't normally deal with them, they don't want to know. In the end, it was my neighbour fixed the puncture, and he's also in a wheelchair. Obviously, he's a bit more mobile than I am, but I'm grateful for that. Now, while I was missing for a week, the slugs had a real feast. Most of me melons, me cucumbers, and me pongo beans. I'm left with one. One. I'm keeping that. I'll grow that. That's my future seed for next year. So, if you see a pot any time with one bean in, don't laugh. Me pongo bean. Now, it's just, well, can be overwhelming at times. But I'm there. I'm not behind. And I remember last month I said it was a first for me. Not behind this year. I've got another first to add to that this month. My seed stock's about depleted. I've got enough to last the season. And then it's all to be replaced next year. Which to me is good news. How many times are you carrying seeds in your box? 3-4 year old? Well, about depleted. So, until next time guys, take care.